Welcome, my friend, to Outside the Tavern, episode 9. I hope that you are doing well today, or something passing as well, perhaps. I like to say, or at least it's tolerable for you, which I hope is the truth. So, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. It's appreciated. Anyway, so this actually is episode 9, and I kind of screwed up on the last one, calling it 9 when it was clear to everybody. Okay, it was clear to me that I can't count. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But you know what is? Hanging out with you. Hanging out with you on Wednesdays is a real fun time. I truly enjoy doing these unscripted videos. Just kind of talking instead of like creating a story or patterning some type of wisdom lesson or maybe a faulty magic item. And while I do love doing those, I love this as well. Just going off the cuff, unscripted, letting things happen as they do. I have been really enjoying making these videos. I have a friend who was cautioning me against, he says that I've been making too many of them. And well, I agree from a business standpoint. Well, his business, he does make some revenue from YouTube. Um, I agree that it probably is the better approach in that regard. However, this is a therapy for me. This is cathartic to do this. And also, it is my calling. I have a very strong work ethic as a person. So if I have a calling, if I have a carrot on a stick, then I'm going to go get the carrot. How, it is difficult to describe, but I feel compelled to do what I do. I'm not here for the monetary thing. I'm here to reach people, hopefully give them some wisdom, maybe comfort them through a dark day or a dark time in their lives. If I could put out any kind of light to make yours, well, a little brighter, then that's what I want to do. Oh, where are my manners? Here, have a dark cherry soda. It's really good. Trust me. Alex makes these, and they are my favorite by far. Anyway, back to it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. 2026 has been a little bit of a rough start so far. Not as rough as 2025 by far, but it has been full of its own challenges. Let's put it that way. So, um, I haven't been doing this very long. I've only been doing this since last fall, actually. And the event that inspired me to, I guess, funnel my energy into this process is starting to fade a bit. What this means is that I'm starting to actually feel a lot better about myself. See, I had gone through a bit of a crisis. That's the best word. Um, I felt like I was a bit shattered inside. It was one of the worst moments of my life, actually. And I decided to take all of the anger, all of the negativity I had inside, and channel it into a positive project. And that's what you're part of when you watch any of these videos is that project. That taking the bad and making it into the good. That's my life's work now. Now, I have done this for years for myself. I wanted to do it for others. I wanted to try to see if I could take whatever wisdom I've accumulated over my life and try to reach out into the world and give it to others. Now, I'm not the type of person that's going to get offended by any comments that people make. That's just not me. I'm not that way. I don't really easily get, um, hmm, I don't get, people have told me it's like, well, you may encounter one or two trolls. I don't care. I really don't. I have this theory that says, well, you can't touch me because I really don't care what your negativity is. I want to hear what your positivity is because I'm all about the light. I am not about the dark. That's why these videos, well, they try to take darker topics and transform them into lighter ones. That's essentially what I do. Now, does it help me deal with all of the problems I have? Probably not. Well, I should say definitely not. But it helps me get a grip on them. And that is, I think, the best I can possibly do. I think that's the best any of us can possibly do, actually, is have a decent grip on things and understanding that, yeah, okay, it might be a little bit rough right now, but it will get better. Life does get better. Trust me, it does. You know, you may be seeing the darkness in things, but there is goodness out there. Life is out there waiting for us, and sometimes we try to ignore it. I know I've spent my fair share of time trying to ignore that type of thing. I um I was a bit of a hermit for a long time. I didn't like going out into the world because it didn't feel like a world that I knew. So that got complicated pretty quick. I guess when you are set in the ways of the past, in some regard, dealing with the present at times is a bit difficult and tricky. People themselves can be challenging. I'm not saying good or bad. I've had to deal with both good and bad. However, I think that it's truly in your approach, much like golf, when you approach the ball to hit it. It's kind of like that life is. It's about your approach, what you present yourself to be. If you present yourself to be an angry person, then people will perceive you as such. I have never perceived myself as being anything but a light-hearted person. And that's the perceptions of me that I got from others, is they felt the same way, that I was a light-hearted person. Um, my friends view me as kind of a cinnamon bun, I guess. That's what the modern term is. Wouldn't hurt anybody, that kind of thing. Um, whether that's right or wrong, I have no idea. I really don't. But I love them for it. I love them for, thinking of me like that. I view myself as a warrior. Now, I did a video about this a while back, about what it's like to be a warrior. This has nothing to do with actually going to war. This, um, the spirit of the warrior, I should say, where you are resilient, where things keep knocking you down and you keep standing back up. I've been doing that for decades. I would get knocked down, stood back up. Got knocked down twice because of knee surgery. Stood back up difficultly with great difficulty, but I stood back up. I'm going to keep going and doing the things that I love to do right up until the moment that I cannot do them. So, for now and for the immediate future at least, you will be seeing two videos of mine every day. I upload at 11:45 a.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Eastern time. Those are the two videos. The structure is the first video is always a wisdom type video dealing with topics that we deal with on a daily basis. And the second video is a tale type video. So that's where you get your magic items and your one-shot tale type things, and meeting mythological or legendary figures, that type of thing. Um, so that's kind of my structure. I shouldn't say kind of. That's definitely my structure for how I release stuff. If you have anything that you would like me to post, as far as a new legend that I haven't seen yet, I am up for all ideas. Any ideas are good ideas. So until next we meet, my friend, take care of yourself, be well, and thank you for listening to an old lion ramble on and on. I apologize. I had to make a small edit, and I usually don't like editing these videos at all, but something came up. Anyway, thank you for everything. And until next Wednesday, I hope that you are well, happy, and warm. Take care, my friend. Be well.